Sure. We're a tax accounting firm in Japan. We have an international office located in Akasaka, and we have clients from over 30 countries. We have about five native English speakers who deal with those clients and help them with tax compliance and business setup specifically. So there are a lot of sources for information. A lot of places are offering these programs, city and ward offices, as well as the metropolitan government, a little bit from the national government, and then also government-backed entities like Japan Finance Corporation or Tokyo Guarantee as well. So they have various programs designed for broad range, but most of them right now are for small businesses. Sure. So there are a few main subsidies right now. One of them is for employers who are paying their employees, even though if they have to stay home, either they have coronavirus or they're watching the family who have coronavirus, or the company is not allowed to be open. Then there's a special subsidy to help cover some of the salary paid. And this is really a good one for people with a lot of, or companies with a lot of employees. There's incentive also not to let anyone go. If you're able to keep 100% employment, then the subsidy can be up to 90% of the salary paid during this time through June 30th right now. However, it's been extended before, so it may be extended again. Another subsidy is of up to 2 million yen for companies who have seen a decrease in sales of over 50% month over month in any month from 2020 compared to 2019. So it doesn't have to be January or February, it can be even later this year. But yeah, you can get up to 2 million yen. And that application will open at the beginning of May. The other big one is for the service industry. If you closed your business or reduced hours between April 16th and May 6th, which was the original state of emergency period, then you can receive 500,000 yen or up to 1 million if you have more than one storefront or a restaurant, something like that. Now that's only for Tokyo Metropolitan, but it applies to restaurants, eikaiwas, various different service industries. So that's that application opened last week and is running through June, I believe, and we've already submitted multiple applications for that. So hopefully that one will go through smoothly. Yeah, there are quite a few loans. So the Japan Finance Corporation that I mentioned is offering a special coronavirus loan for companies who have seen a 5% decline in sales in their most recent month compared to the previous year. That one is up to 60 million yen, and the duration is up to 15 years. Right now, there are a ton of applicants, so even I would recommend applying soon if you can, because it might take 2 to 3 months possibly to receive the result and receive the money. Other ones, so I mentioned Tokyo Guarantee. They're like a big guarantee, government-backed guarantor of loans in Tokyo. And so if you don't have a Tokyo Guarantee loan already, then you can apply for one up to 280 million yen. And there are various conditions for that one. That one might be a little more difficult. And then, so each ward or city, not everyone, but a lot of them are offering facilitation of loans. So they work with banks to help show that you can use this money. You've been working in this ward or this city, and because of coronavirus, you've had some struggles. And sometimes they even subsidize the interest rate on that. So that's also worth looking into. Yeah, so previously I mentioned the subsidy for small businesses up to 2 million yen. That one also applies to freelancers. However, the maximum is 1 million yen. But if you've seen, again, a decline in sales in any month compared to the previous year, the same month from the previous year, if it's a 50% or more decline, then you can apply to that. So I think a lot of people will be able to apply for that. And that runs all the way through 2020, not just for the coronavirus period right now. That could be from January or December. So even if you're not eligible now, you may be eligible later in the year. The other ones, so specifically a lot of programs are coming out for specific types of businesses. So for example, hairdressers who close during up until Golden Week, that's the current program anyways, from now until Golden Week, then they can be eligible for a special subsidy. There's also one for artists, so this includes painters, photographers, cameramen, and if you produce a video, there are some guidelines, but if you produce a specific video and submit it, then you may be eligible for up to 100,000 yen per person that is involved in the project. So there's probably going to be a lot more programs like this that are being offered. And I think those ones are Tokyo only, but it's probably worth checking with your city, ward, or prefecture. Yeah, so right now, most of the programs are focused on businesses. For employees, you should know that if you continue to be employed, but you're made to stay home because of the coronavirus situation, then you're still eligible to receive 60% of your wages. That's through the law. So if you're having problems with that, I would recommend contacting Hello Work. And other things would be the 100,000 yen that every individual should be receiving soon. So I believe those go out either this week or next week, or the beginning of May. So please be on the lookout for that and make sure to fill out the information so that you can receive the 100,000 yen. Other than that, please make your employers aware of the different subsidies that they may receive, especially for continuing to employ you. If they may not know, and in that case, they have incentive to keep paying you, so that can be useful. Yeah, so the tax office has released a bunch of different types of taxes that they are accepting deferrals on for up to a year with no penalty. So that includes income tax, consumption tax. Also for businesses, corporate tax also can be deferred. So if you're struggling, I recommend contacting the local tax office and having them help you out, because they've been pretty helpful with us too. So. Yeah, so I didn't mention earlier in the subsidies, but they are offering subsidies for companies who have promoted the use of remote work for their employees. So on the national level, there's a subsidy of up to 1 million yen for equipment installation having to do with this remote work expenses. However, they only cover, I believe, up to half of it at this time. But the Tokyo metropolitan government is offering a subsidy that covers up to 2.5 million in related expenses, and they're subsidizing 100% of these costs. So definitely recommend going with that one if you're in Tokyo. However, the application for the Tokyo metropolitan one is due by May 12th, so don't have too much time on that. However, it can be applied to purchases through June 30th. So if you submit the application first and then you can make the purchases after, that's okay.